as most. So they're good. They'll make some serious adjustments, I'm assuming, and we're going to have our hands full.
Cooper, why? Obviously he's a talented guy, but what were your discussions with him when you got the job?
We just showed him film on what fits our program. So, we typically will have a lot of length that can shoot, and he's 6'8", can shoot, can really pass it, can do a variety of things. There's a level of versatility to his game. And so we try to find that within our players. And he's obviously got quite a bit of versatility. And so it's just a good fit for him.
Is there anything he had to specifically get or adapt to or work on to, be an ideal player for you?
Yeah, I think he's still a work in progress, just like anybody. I think you come in like a freshman. I think there's a level of physicality that we just need to continue to grow on. Some of those things just, and the weight room's helped quite a bit, and then just embracing the physicality and kind of enjoying it is something that all of our guys need to continue to grow with. Him in particular, not because he's not doing it, but because he's playing a lot of minutes. And so we just need to make sure that everybody's doing that.
Did you remember his dad from his playing days?
Oh yeah, I remember JR. Yep, he's a good player. He was pretty physical himself.
What have you learned about your team after 2 games?
We got a ways to go. I think that's what it is. It's going to ebb and flow. Like it's not perfect every game. There'll be games when you're just completely tuned up, and games when you're, at 80%. Hopefully, we can get fewer and fewer games where we're not, full go in regards to just our energy and effort. So it's a part of kind of restarting a program, and we're here for it. And some of those fights are good things.
Felt like the other night maybe you were, after the game, considering a lineup change, maybe adding some height, rebounding. Are you still considering that?
Yeah, part of it, I think people overthink the starting lineup. Part of it is like some people start well and some people come off the bench well. So, and then throughout the game, yes, trying to figure out what lineups work well together, meaning do we go bigger, do we go smaller, do we need more shooting, do we need more defense? It all will change game to game, and honestly, part of it is just trying to figure out when you kind of restart this program, who's going to be ready every single day. Because I've got a couple guys that, hey, they're always going to be ready, and then you got a few that are not always ready, and so then you got to adjust and play somebody else. And we've got enough depth to be able to do that, but I'd like to be able to get consistent.
In your experience as coaching, how important is starting for players? Is it more important for some than others?
For them to play well, or for them to just be happy?
To be recognized as a starter. Is that, do we make too big of a deal out of it?
I think it's I don't think it's a big deal at all, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, some people do. It's one of those things that it's like, if I'm not a starter, but part of it is like matchups. Part of it is, like how you mix with certain lineups, and so. Like Tavion didn't start all last year, and I think he was all league or something. It was close to that. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really care. Because like at the end of the day, like I've always thought that you're trying to win basketball games. Is kind of the thought, and I think we get so enamored with all the stuff that really doesn't matter. And part of that is because social media is tricky. It's like, you're not starting, you're this, you're that. It's like, all right, dude, it's 5-on-5. It's not 1v1. If you want to play 1v1, play a different sport. And it's just not that.
When you were recruiting Cooper back to the team, who were those players that you showed him film of?
Ryan Hawkins, Wes Streamer, Luke Waters, Daniel Abreu, Ryan Welty, all the 6'8" guys that could shoot, that shot 40+% from 3.
So specifically like height and skill set?
Yep,
Okay.
height and skill. Yep.
So is there any additional value to having a player from the previous, with Cooper, and I have Jacob too, is there any value to that they've been here?
I don't know, maybe from the internal stuff, like helping guys find classes and know where to go for certain things. But no, I don't think so. I don't think there's any. Obviously we love that he's here and whatnot. Is there a? I don't think so that I'm aware of.
No, you can't talk specifically about players that you're signing, but what are you looking for in this class to kind of continue to add from a player standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear to me that you need positional size pretty consistently. If you don't have positional size, you need a lot of twitch to where they can guard their position more consistently. You know, we've got some unique lineups that we put out there sometimes where maybe some of our best defenders aren't our best shooters and our best shooters aren't our best defender, or they're not big enough, or they're not this, that, or the other thing. I'd like to get to a point where everybody can guard their position. We've got good positional size for the most part, and everybody for the most part can shoot. And then additionally, I need guys that are really, really tuned up, high energy. And we've got that, not to the level that I want yet, but that's part of growing a program.
How much of your roster do you think you want to have, like high school guys versus going the portal versus maybe going overseas? Do you have an idea on that, or do you have a philosophy?
Yeah, I would say, you know, if you can get to where you can recruit from within eventually, that's probably the best way to do it. I just don't think you're going to be able to do it consistently like that. I would say we'd err on the side of high school kids more than most. That's ultimately what we would do. We'd probably stick to mostly high school kids and then sprinkle in a few transfers here or there, so that we can have some continuity and kind of recruit from within and use NIL dollars for the kids that are returning.
I realize that you and Richard Patino are both in your first years, so a rebuild is, you know, just part of what first-year coaches do. But is this matchup with two brand-new teams sort of a sign of the times in modern-day college basketball?
Yeah, I guess so, a little bit. You know, I think teams are more and more brand new. Becomes trickier and trickier with the transfers, et cetera. Yeah, I mean, it probably is. You know, I think we really want to build a program that sustains itself. So ultimately, we want to not have so many transfers both directions, if we can, because I think that would help us. But you know, it's kind of the nature of the beast. Is there's going to be some of that. You know, it's just, and some people will handle transfers a little better than others, and we're still adapting to all of that. But we'll get there.
All right, thanks, Coach.